Goddess Euwan,
and Goddess Kuelimika.
and today we're bringing you guys our second podcast. The conversation today is just going to be a general conversation, like things that are happening or just different little aspects of life, anything. So anything goes. So before we get started, go ahead, hit subscribe, like, share. Also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified once we upload a video. So what do you think, Miss Goddess?
Well, my thoughts for today is the alarm that they had us,
the EAS system.
Yeah.
The wireless. I'm pretty sure a lot of people participated in the phone being off. I did. It wasn't because I was actually worried about anything. But we do know that our government sometimes pull wool over our eyes. The noise is annoying.
Yes.
Most definitely. So what did you think about that?
Well, I wanted to know, why did they do it for everybody all over the United States?
Apparently, this was an action to inform them that they were able to reach everyone in case there was an emergency, like war or whatever national disaster that may come up. Maybe like the stuff that happened in Hawaii. The scene looked like it's actually been nuked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's talk about that too. Let's get into that, because it's kind of disturbing to me by some of the footage that I've seen about it. Well, I see devastation and fire. How do you not stop a fire in let's just say contain it to 3-4 houses? How could you not stop the fire?
I'm not sure, but I feel my feelings, and I'm not talking about everybody. I'm not, just me. I don't think it was right for them to not let everybody leave like this. It shouldn't.
Or
have.
No, yeah.
And
they didn't get a warning.
They didn't get a warning, and the houses were not like it wasn't normal. How it burned.
Again, the scene was very disturbing to me. I was kind of taken aback when a couple people's houses survived,
mm-hmm.
and they were in the limelight, you say, or stars or whatever. So that was kind of weird to me, and it was really weird because how could you not contain this fire? If that's all it was, you heard something go pop, boom, whatever,
mm-hmm.
and that first initial whatever, it caught on fire. Why wasn't it contained? Like,
and why did it? Where did it start from? I mean, how did it happen?
Right.
What started the fires? That's my question. What started the fire?
And that's a good thing. I heard it was from the boom, the pop, or whatever it was, like an electrical line or something.
So all this time, a boom pop, and people been surviving all the hurricanes and different stuff like that,
but they could not put a fire out.
Couldn't put a fire out. But a boom pop started a fire, and these people never really had this before. This is something different.
Yeah.
So that's what's strange about it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, I know disasters happen, and I just still don't get why the fire wasn't contained. I think that's the only thing I go back to, because I'm so used to seeing a house burn down. Like, when things happen, you go out and you watch or whatever. I remember a lawyer, his house caught on fire, and he was actually inside the house, and everybody thought he was actually gone,
mm-hmm.
and he ended up dying in the house. Well, the fire got out of hand, but they were able to contain it, to where it didn't spread to other people's homes or to other people's yards.
Right.
So, was it the boom, caught fire at 5, 6, 7 different locations at the time? Like, I don't
understand, because see, I'm just gonna tell y'all a little story. My brother started a fire. He didn't try to, but he was out there playing with matches and brushes and stuff like that. And just want to see, I guess see what happened.
Right.
And he was playing with stuff in the yard. The brush had started, and he picked one of the brushes up, and it sparked the fire out.
Right.
And so that started the fire in our backyard and all the way. It's people that live in our neighborhood, and it started spreading to other part of the wood and everything. And so everybody that was in that city, in that town rather, heard about the fire. They came out to help, and the people in our neighborhood came out to help, and we put the fire out before it got to anybody's house.
Exactly.
So my thing is, all those people in that neighborhood,
and I'm sure they had water hoses.
Yeah, they had water hoses. So why?
But it was a reason they couldn't contain that fire. And that's something I'm not really hearing anybody talk about. I know they said they're going to investigate. Maybe they've come up with something in the last week or two. I haven't went back and really reviewed any more footage because it was really a terrifying truth for me. Like, oh my God, what if that happens? Because it looks like the place was nuked. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look at some of the video, you like, where's all the wind coming from? Like, what was that about? Like, it was so much wind. Like, what was that about? And I know we can get all conspiracy theory on us, but
so this happened somewhere. Didn't it happen like that in California somewhere?
I mean, well, wood fires are always being started, in California and those places, but
they had a neighborhood that was somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. Well, when it starts in the woods like that, then it is a little bit harder to contain.
Yeah.
But it's in the neighborhood. Something bust, pop, boom, whatever.
But when they had a fire in the little neighborhood, I can't remember, somewhere in California.
Okay.
And the house just poof, just like that, just burned up. Like something had shot some kind of laser at it, and it didn't have any black. It didn't have any blackness or anything like smut or anything. It just had white.
Was it on the news or something?
It was on the internet. I saw a video.
So let me check it out. Yeah, that's kind of weird to me though.
Yeah,
like
that's weird.
Let's say California fire
in the neighborhood, something like that. But yeah, the reason we're talking about this because we want to see what input other people have or stuff like that, because it's a lot of weird things going on around here, and we're not sure of some of the truth about it, and we're not sure is the things that they're telling us now is true or not true or it's made up or whatever. I mean, it's been a long time, just like that alarm. It's been a long time since they did that.
Yeah.
So I think I was a little child when they did that. And so why
I was too.
Why not do it why you just wait to do it now?
I don't know.
And you should have been doing it every now and then through the years.
Yeah, at least once a year.
Yeah, like once a year, but you just decided all of a sudden to just have this going on.
Yeah.
So
it does leave room for a lot of conspiracy theory to kind of take place.
Exactly.
Because look at how we was given this information. Like, basically most people only really heard it through social media. Exactly. And we know that social media, you can fabricate or, make people feel all kinds of sorts or whatever. But I think it should have been something that was announced on the news in the beginning.
Yeah, because
instead of toward the end.
Because simply, it's like this. You got people that have been in the military.
Right.
You got older people that been in the military, they're veterans. Mm-hmm. And some of them live by themselves. Just all of a sudden, alarm go off on their phones. Mm-hmm. Do you not know they're going to start panicking?
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on, because they don't, a lot of elder people do not understand things like they used to. Like today, in this day and time, it's not the same as when they was coming up.
Right.
And so when you start telling people this and that, the phone's gonna go off, or they want to know why. Why is the phone going out? Why is the computers going out?
The noise.
The noise. Why is all this noise?
Like something's happening.
Yeah, that can scare them or make them, thinking that something's really happening because they were so used to stuff going on when they was fighting in the wars and stuff like that. So, what you think about that?
Yeah, I kind of think they could have gave people a little heads up, because everyone doesn't go to CDC to read, what's going on, what's coming out. Especially older people, they're not,
right,
thinking in that sort. So yeah, I think it should have been kind of announced a little more on the news media or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of people getting it from social media, which made it so suspicious, like, and why, no pun intended, but to a lot of people it seemed to be suspicious because they didn't hear about it until it came across social media. The average person, not just old, the average person is not going to check CDC website to see what's going on, or the government, so yeah, heads up would have been nice. Everybody, we had a heads up, but I think most news stations broadcast about the situation, like closer it got to it versus when they first found out.
Yeah. But
at least where we are, it didn't come across until a couple of days
ago.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I didn't hear it. They didn't watch the news, or they didn't get on the internet.
A lot of people didn't even know that this was taking place. Not that it's a big deal. It's just the fact that, like I said, it does leave room for a lot of conspiracy. Because I look at it like this, like I told you, if the military is not prepping for it, or they're not taking action against anything, or anything's weird like going on with them, I halfway don't believe it.
Right.
Because for one, America is not gonna put their troops and their soldiers at harm when they need them to fight if we have to, ward off evil people that want to take over, dictators and stuff. So they need their soldiers. So that's why I was like, well, if the soldiers are not having an issue with it, or they're not saying, hey, to their loved ones, y'all be ready, something's going to go down, or whatever the case.
Right.
If they were not prepping for it, I didn't feel like it was a big issue.
Yeah. So, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I was just speculating.
Right.
We just putting in our own input. It's not like we know and we don't know anything. Just putting in our own input.
Right.
To try to get to the bottom of why they didn't let us know in advance. Ahead of time. Even though they did let us know in advance, but it wasn't like. Sometimes you leave other people. You tell the people. A lot of people on social media, but you don't tell. You're not thinking about the younger people, the elderly people, or something like that. You might have people that just can't stand to hear noise. Can't stand.
Like me, I couldn't listen to that for 30 minutes.
That sound could just mess. It'll mess with people. That can't stand it. It'll really mess with them. So you can't
kind of get on their nerves.
Yeah, it's just like any. It can be a child or adult or whatever. They can't stand high pitched noise.
Yeah, because when the alarm go off for the Amber Alert, it's I hate to say the word annoying, because you want to know if something like that happens. It's not annoying like I wish they wouldn't do it. It's just the noise is piercing, and it creates a little fear.
Right.
Because you like, okay, who's missing? Like that's the first thing that pops in my mind.
Exactly.
Like, who's missing? Oh my God, And praying to God it's none of your grandkids or your kids or people
Exactly.
Hoping it's no one, but
But actually, we really thank them for letting us know that something, with getting us prepared for whatever they feel like, or it's some things we don't know, but we, I hope that they are getting us. I hope they're getting us prepared for whatever they feel like that might occur, or emergencies, or outbreaks or
whatever the
wars
situation,
or whatever.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of people asking this question also, like, are they really preparing us for something like gonna happen like right now?
Yeah.
Is something finna pop off? COVID came in and it, took us all by surprise. So, maybe they're trying to get ahead of things, maybe.
But okay, I'm going back to this. I probably was a crawling baby when they did this before. Never, probably didn't even know about what was going on. So, my thoughts are, why wait and I'm up in the age now. I ain't gonna say my age, but I'm up there. So, why would they just wait so long to do another drill? And they could have did this last year before last, whatever, year before last. They just decided they just up and want to just do it this year when COVID's out. People fighting overseas, and threats of wars,
and the GOP acting crazy about to kill each other. Republicans.
People talking about UFOs, and all that.
Yeah, we should have been but. Hold up. Okay, so we're on this subject, and you just brought up UFOs, right?
Yeah, UFOs.
Okay, so how about I saw a video, and I want to show you guys this video. I want to see if I can bring it up. But anyway, basically, it was saying that showing what the military knew that they created this awesome spacecraft or whatever, and it was actually what we have been seeing around. I don't know how true that is because I have not verified that source yet, but let me see, can I pull it up? So but go ahead, finish talking.
Yeah, about the UFOs. So you know that wars are going on. We have a lot of viruses that are out. We have old virus, new virus, so forth. We have like they let out mosquitoes one time. They said it was gonna kill the other mosquitoes, which in turn, I don't know. I'm not sure. Hopefully they were killing the mosquito, but I see a lot of them still flying out there. But anyway. And then back to the UFOs, or what they call them now. They don't call them UFOs. They call them.
Yeah, they call them. Is it UFCs? I don't know.
But anyway,
what do they
we're
call
gonna stick
them
with UFOs. But anyway, it's so many people that have said that they have seen UFOs. They have seen unexplained incidents where
UAPs.
Yeah, UAPs.
Okay.
Where they saw certain creatures and different things like that. So we don't know what's going on, and not to say that they haven't been already here, but if they are, we probably wouldn't know because they're probably keeping stuff from us, which is in some cases a good thing because we don't want to see everybody running around in a panic, but praying that this is not the case. But that's another video. So
yeah.
Anyway, but
I can't find the video right now, but I want to. Next time, we'll have it together. We actually didn't have a talking point or anything that we really were going to focus on today, so that's why I don't have the video up. So I'm not going to continue to look for it because it's so much stuff, on here about UFOs.
But what do you think about the TV shows telling you certain things,
and it come to pass? That's some freaky shit.
Like The Simpsons.
That's some freaky shit.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's so many shows that comes on now that show you.
Yes. Some horrifying shit.
The future. And it could be a long way away,
I think that's why people kind of took this EAS kind of serious because they saw the movie Sale.
Right.
Because you told me, hey, check it out, look at the movie. And I've heard of the movie. I I guess never really thought about watching it until you was like, take a look. And that was just like a couple of days ago I watched it. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I hope they're not stupid. Because we already know universal law is, you have to tell people what you're doing. They do, the lead, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. That's universal law. I don't know. When I saw the movie, I was like, oh wow, this is a little warrant,
Yeah, it was like the cell phone started ringing.
Yeah.
Then I was saying that people
the emergency alert system. Yeah, and it just went crazy. And they went crazy.
They started shaking and bumping their heads and everything.
And it don't make it any better with the CDC having it on their website about what to do if there's an apocalypse or what was the other thing? A zombie attack or something. What to do? Yeah. So it didn't help with the conspiracy theory. So you're gonna get that type of reaction when it's like they kind of threw it out there to make it. I don't know.
And where did the zombie come from? Back in the day, they had black and white. They had zombies then. So.
What made them
think of zombies attacking people?
It's
been doing that. Spacecraft on Twilight Zone. Little crazy stuff happening. People getting stuck in dimensions and stuff. That was on Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah,
they've had so many different storylines that. They were showing, that what was going to happen and all that. And then some of it would come to pass. And, just like Star Trek, they had flip cell phones. They actually had the black and white. They had the flip cell phone. They can talk to the people on space. Yeah. And
it came to pass.
It came to pass. And the cars had the telephones in them, but that was like in the house phone. But then they changed it to the cell phone being, the thing, So they actually had car phones and cell phones before we even got them now. Yeah. So they already had thought of that, or they knew it was going to happen and just didn't, they was just showing us bits and pieces.
Yeah, I think the military, they have access to a lot of technology that, that is suppressed for a while because, they're using it just for their benefit. I mean, the internet has been out forever. But I guess, that's just something they do. Like, and then when the newer technology come in, they hold it and do what they need to do with it. Then they release information, I guess. Mm-hmm. Look, that's me speculating. I don't know what
we're just speculating. We don't know. I just want to discuss some of the things that I saw. Have seen on the Twilight Zone and the Simpsons. Like they always say stuff is happening.
Like Kobe Bryant. Like I watched the cartoon thing that they did, and he was in an airplane crash, and that helicopter crash, and that actually happened to him with his, children. So yeah, that was kind of weird. It does make you think like they telling us some stuff that's gonna happen, and some of this stuff is actually coming to pass. Like a lot of it hasn't. Thank God.
They told us Donald Trump was gonna be the president.
Yep, they did. And I thought it was Donald Trump that was supposed to die in The Simpsons. Trump died, but it wasn't Donald Trump. I guess it was the brother. Yeah, that actually really died. Yeah. But I thought I saw on The Simpsons him dying. Right. But again, it's been a while since I saw that. Mm-hmm. And I tried to go back and pull it up, and it's been really kind of hard to get that video.
Right. So if you see some of the videos we're discussing, just pull them up on YouTube or something like that, and you can
drop the link here, down below.
Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, because that would be interesting for me to actually see again, because I know I seen it. Like, I'm like, I did see him die, and I was like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did. So now I'm starting to think I didn't jump in somebody else's timeline or jump timelines myself, because I'm like, no, I know I'm not crazy.
Right.
But then again, so much is happening.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what do you think about, like I was just talking about, the whole timeline jumping, the point where people were saying they remember I can't even say his name. Nelson Mandela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela.
They seen him getting out the pen, and then somebody else seen him dying inside. So they trying to say, like, he died like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
And then in one sense, he just came out and everything was fine and whatever. So what do you remember about Nelson Mandela? Like,
that part I didn't really hear about.
yeah.
But I can just say something about this. Well, everybody have a doppelganger, and we don't know. A lot of people think we're just saying something. Some people think, and when I say we all have twins, whether they black, white, or whatever, we might have a twin out there look just like us.
Right.
But
this is actually him. Like, okay, so we have parallel universe. Okay, parallel universe 1. Nelson Mandela, he gets out of jail. Okay, parallel number 2, he doesn't. He dies in jail.
Right.
Parallel 3, who knows what happened.
Right.
So what's going on is you got people from parallel 1 and 2, coming together, and people are remembering 2 different things that happened. Right. Just like with the money that Publisher Clearinghouse was giving out. Mm-hmm. They're saying that it didn't exist in this
day and age.
Yeah, they said it never existed. I know for a fact it existed because I watched my grandmother always sitting back for the Publishing Clearinghouse and watch Ed McMahon on TV and delivering money to people at their door.
My mother had old papers published.
Publishing Clearinghouse. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, y'all.
But it's weird to me because they saying that never happened.
It did happen. I remember the man with the white hair and the
They saying it never happened.
Oh yes,
he said he never did that.
Oh yes, he did.
And they do have some videos on there now where you can pull it up and. Yeah, he actually did it. Mm-hmm. He used to have commercials with balloons, going to the door with a check, and these people winning his money.
So how old is he? Is he dead now?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think so.
If he's still alive, maybe he has that.
He said he's never done that. He don't know what people, but other people saying they don't remember it either. And then you got people like me saying, "Oh yeah, it happened.
I know
I was there.
I seen it too."
Yeah. So and then about the book, Bernstein Bears, the book, the spelling.
Yeah.
And then about the Jiffy peanut butter. Was it Jiffy or Jif?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's a lot. Like, people are being confused. Like, no, this didn't happen and this was spelled this way. So, like, it's really kind of weird how. So that's why they're trying to say 2 parallels universe has merged. Right. Because people actually know that he died in this one parallel, and he actually got out of jail in the other one.
And you're talking about
Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I remember him getting out of jail. Mm-hmm. And you said you don't remember it all because it was something that you probably paid attention to.
I probably didn't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've heard about Nelson Mandela. Yeah. But that part I never did. I need to go back and look at that,
Yeah.
But I never knew anything about it. You researched it and
everything? Yeah. I did. Okay. And again, we don't have video, and next time we'll have our videos ready, okay? Right. Because, I like people to see what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we didn't actually prepare for law attraction and manifestation affirmations and stuff like that. That's basically what the whole show is going to be about, and that probably be next week. But today we just wanted to get back on here and just have a conversation, especially with the EAS going on and people turning off their phones and people really freaking out about the whole situation. I'm just glad it's over with and that people can go back to living their lives.
Exactly.
Because I think it took a lot out of a lot of people, because I've looked at so much stuff that's been uploaded and people were really scared or worried about it. And I'm going to say this too, because we went to pay our insurance and the ladies in the insurance, they were like, oh my God, y'all, are y'all prepared for what's going to happen? We're like, what are y'all talking about? It's like, test and da-da-da. We like, yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to do? They were kind of afraid.
They didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, they didn't know what to expect. So it was a lot of people feeling stressed about this.
Yes.
I'm just glad it's over. Nothing came to pass that people was, insinuating. At least I hope not.
Excuse me, but for one thing, I feel like they're getting prepared for, like, New York is having a lot of rain. They're having floods, I think. That's what they were saying. You got California and everything, stuff happening there.
Yeah, and this big thing with Hawaii.
Yeah. And so we're not knowing what's going to go on here or there.
From day to day.
Because the earth is doing its own thing right now. And it's kind of scary, but this is something the planet does have been doing, resetting itself,
Yeah.
I can say resetting. Yeah, I can say it.
Yeah.
And resetting itself, it's been a long time. So all this pollution and different stuff like that, and we're building buildings here and there and everything, and we're for some reason we're in the middle of we can be in the middle of a place, and it always have tornadoes and stuff have been coming through, and we all of a sudden build things there, and this is where tornadoes still come, and we just happen to be there, So if you are living in an area that already been underwater sometimes, and then so many years it's staying where it at, and then it come back around again, and it's get back up under the water again.
It doesn't make sense to build in those places.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but I guess we have to live somewhere, so,
I guess we'll figure it out. I guess
we're
going to fuck around and find out.
Yes, we definitely are.
We're fuck around and find out.
Gonna find out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you think maybe we could touch on that, that we might have missed?
I just want to know, have y'all heard about all the animals going, regrouping and coming out of areas and stuff like that? Do you see more animals more because of all the stuff that's going on now? If the world is changing, seems like they're popping up here and there more. They're not afraid of us anymore.
Well, they're getting burnt out of their homes and water, flooding.
Yeah.
So, I kind of think we do see more animals that are mostly rare, that we hardly see lions or foxes. I mean, there's foxes that be right around here. I've never seen a real fox in the city limits myself.
Exactly.
And so now, we're beginning to see foxes and all kind of other stuff I catch on my camera. So
if you see weird things like that, just hit us up and let us know, because I've seen turkeys, wild turkeys.
Oh yeah.
I've seen fox, and then deers trying to jump in our houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So, because we don't know what's going on with them. Nature is kind of going wild too, just like we're going wild, trying to figure out what's going on. We got people doing things they ain't been doing, So I guess the animals cannot be excluded, because they can do things too.
Yeah, because they definitely
this is their world, just like it's ours. So so if you see anything weird going on, just hit us up. Yeah, hit us
Drop
up.
that link.
Drop that link because we don't know. We want to know what's going on. Especially want to know if you know anything about that alarm that went off today, and there's something strange about it that you found out. Hit us up.
Yeah,
drop that link.
Yep. Yeah. So that's all we really have today, guys.
Yes.
We're gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching. This is Goddess Euwan.
And this is Goddess Kuelimika.
And we hope to see you next time. Take care. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and share. Yes. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Peace. Thank you for watching It's a Vibe Goddess podcast every Tuesday and Friday on air with Goddess Kuelimika and Goddess Euwan. Also subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell if you want to be notified once we upload a video.